Hey Floss Tube friends, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're the Shady Tree Stitches, coming to you with a Shindig retreat special in person.
Yes, and on location in the Paddock Lane Designs Stitchorium.
That's right. So actually, this is a Paddock Lane Designs video.
Yeah.
But you've got the Shady Tree Stitches doing it because, well, that's who we've been this weekend.
Yes.
I have had many hats and Jenny has had a couple of hats. So thank you, first of all, to everyone who actually joined us at the Great Australian Cross Stitch Shindig for the Australia Day long weekend. We have had a ball. It has been a raging success again.
Yes.
We'd love to see more people getting involved, but let's tell the people what it's all about, Jenny.
So it's a 2-day online retreat. There are breakout rooms for you to sit and chat and stitch, or there's also been a timetable of classes, meet the floss tuber, meet the designer, meet the shop, all the different things. So yes, and several of the people that have been running, like doing the set sessions, are repeat presenters who came on last year. We've got a few new ones, which is very exciting.
So we'll start with the designers, because the original idea was to get the designers involved to showcase to Australians and the rest of the world what Australian designers we have in cross stitch. And there is actually only a handful of Australian cross stitch designers actively designing at the moment. There are probably the same number who are not here as what is here.
Yeah.
But we extend the invitation to everyone. I, as Paddock Lane Designs, take on the main organisation role because of my passion about engaging the Australian cross-stitching community and sharing it with the world.
And you've also already got a website that you can just add the ticket as an item to buy from the shop.
Which does mean you have to pay GST, unfortunately, but that's just, life these days.
Yeah.
So we had, obviously, Paddock Lane Designs. I'd have to come as a designer to my own design. And what I do is I ask the designers to provide us with a pattern that people can get in a freebie booklet.
It's kind of like the goodie bag for the retreat.
You get it included as PDF downloads, and mine was Stitch a Cuppa. So I took inspiration from the logo, and it has a cup of tea and some flowers and some stitching things. So I stitched a cup of coffee in one of those really nice ceramic blue mugs, and I have framed it in one of the new Paddock Lane Designs Easy Frame Trios. So I'm really, really happy with how that looks, and perfect colour.
Yeah.
So check out the website for them. Okay, and then the second, my second piece, I'm going to have to insert a picture here of the Shindig Bilby. So that's, I'm going to have to insert lots of pictures because unless they're on Jenny's web phone, but yeah. So Shindig Bilby is the second in the set of Australian animal hoops that I started with the Shindig Koala last year. So the Bilby is available, and he will be getting launched in a couple of months at the online needlework marketplace, probably, or at the June.
So I'm just scrolling back through the chat to find the picture that
June Stitching the Mountains retreat. That's okay. It's not this one. It's all the other ones I was thinking about. So I'll just have to edit.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So then the second designer in order was from last year was Frog Cottage Designs. The lovely Deb joined us again. She shares the passion for spreading the cross stitch community, and so her freebie pattern here is an alphabet sampler that she's done in red thread, and her second piece was this one here, which is also coffee related and need more coffee. So that's going to be the first one I'm going to stitch. I don't drink coffee, but I just love those cute animals. The next designer we had was Seafellow Designs. Seafellow Designs is lovely Adorn from Queensland. I forgot to say Deb's from New South Wales, like me.
Yep.
And Seafellow
Country New South Wales, like you.
Seafellow Designs is not a new designer, but a new to the Shindig designer. Yep. And she did two fantastic pieces, which she did the Swimming with the Fishies, and she also did a mermaid one. I can't remember the name of it. And they're both super cute and lovely. Usually Adorn's patterns you see in as exclusives with Rose Crafty Corner bags. A bag of them.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes. Then we have got, she's got it up on the computer now.
Dancing with Fishes.
Dancing with Fishies is the mermaids. And what's
Yes.
the fishies one then called?
I don't know because
She hasn't bought that book yet.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I've only got the freebie booklet at the moment. But
Okay,
the
no worries.
Shindig's not over yet. We are filming live while the Shindig is still.
We are. We have the Shindig happening over here and over there and here. So everywhere apart from here.
Yeah.
But Jenny and I are quite busy with the Shindig, so we thought we'd take this opportunity to be together because then Jenny's going to travel back down.
I've got to drive home
because it's a work day tomorrow for both of us. Yeah. Okay, the next designer we had was new to the Shindig as well, but again a fairly seasoned designer, Hexagon Stitches. Lynette is from Queensland, Brisbane area, and she combines her love of quilting with her cross-stitching designs in a very primitive samplerish style. Yes. She loves monochromatic.
Prim rather than primitive.
Prim, sorry, here, not primitive, prim.
Yeah.
So she loves monochromatic as well, and she sells her designs exclusively through Coco X Stitch in Brisbane. So here is a picture of her freebie pattern. If Jenny wants to get it up, I'll know what it was called. It is the Valentine Hearts.
Oh, yes.
Perfect for Valentine's Day. And then the one that was for her class here is the eucalypt.
Oops. I went past
Eucalypt flowers, I think it's called. Yeah. And this is the one that she did a whole class on, teaching us how to do English paper piecing. And gee, it was so lovely to learn a new technique.
And quite clever how she does like the cross stitch design in the middle and then some English paper piecing hexies around the outside, and then appliques all of that onto another piece of fabric to then turn into a cushion or whatever, which means that your stitching's protected because it's sandwiched between the cross stitch material and the backing material.
Yeah, so it's got a thin layer of distance. Yeah. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Then another one who was new and is a very new designer but doing great things is Two Happy Possums. We got to meet Marie, also from Brisbane, and she has been designing for the last year or so, and she is going great guns on Australian themed designs. She loves Australia flora and fauna, and so she gave us two possums. We got a freebie possum, which is from her mini range, I think she calls it, and Hello Possum. And she's got another one which is a possum from her regular range. So really exciting to meet her, and also to get to chat to her about her plans. She's got an upcoming release that's going to fit in very nicely with my stitching plans later in the year. And I don't know, Jenny's going to join me with it, but it fits in with our stitching plans for around the end of the year, what we do together at that time of the year. Okay. And what I really loved is, and then we had another designer who didn't do any design. We had another designer who wasn't able to come in person, which is Joanna from Mojo Stitches. And Joanna has had some illness lately, so she wasn't able to come, but she was able to do a design for us, which is really appreciated. And so she took the coffee theme too and did this cute coffee themed bookmark, and it's in the same style as what she did for our retreat the other day with the book corner. Book corner bookmark. Yes. So really detailed finishing instructions, super cute and easy design. And had I been actually stitching a design during the retreat, it would have been that one. But I was catching up on other stitching. So thank you so much to Joanna from Mojo Stitches for that. And then we had one more design, which is where I was going, who didn't actually do anything to do with designs this year because she's had a year of not really designing, but she did come as a floss tuber and gave us a wonderful class, and that was Kristen from Hot Cross Stitching, who we had last year. And Kristen did a class on how to finish a biscornu. So she's promised me for next year she's going to do some more biscornu designs.
Okay, and then we also had Orts and Sorts.
And then another new one we had was Orts and Sorts, which is Fiona, and she's also a fairly new designer who comes from Victoria.
So we met her at the Gathering Stitches retreat in Druin late last year. And
she is, Orts and Sorts relates to the fact that she makes jewellery and stitching bling and stuff out of orts.
Yes, so I bought the little blue earrings, which I suddenly realised when I saw her today, it's like, where have I put those? They're somewhere in one of my jewelry boxes.
Yes.
I need to fish them out. And yeah, and so she puts the orts in the resin when she makes the earrings.
How cool is
Very
that?
cool.
Yes. And then she's branched out into designing, and she does a lot of full coverages, but they're super cool, and she has some really great creative ideas. She likes to play on words. Lynette from Hexagon Stitches also likes playing with words, so a lot of us like words. But what's super cool is that all the designers we had all have different aesthetics, different sort of, even though we all did Australian animalish sort of things,
Yes.
because of the theme of the Shindig, we cover different styles of stitching.
Yes. So it means that it doesn't matter what your personal style is. If you come to the Shindig and you get the freebie booklet, there's going to be at least one of the patterns that will be very much your style, but it's a good opportunity to have some smaller patterns that you might want to try something a little bit different.
Yeah. So here's Fiona's designs to show you. She did a koala for the Shindig for the freebie.
Yes.
And then she also did, to show her heritage, a Scottish thistle full coverage, but just a mini one. So yeah, just lovely to see the variety. So that was the designers. So by coming to the Shindig, which cost $15 Australian for a ticket, gave you full access for the whole weekend and all those charts, bargain, plus GST.
Yes.
Or your country's taxes.
Yep.
It depends on where you buy it from, because it goes through my website. It just makes it easier for everyone else, and then we divvy up the funds raised between the designers to say thank you for your hard work for the designs, which I love being able to give back to the designers. We had a bunch of floss tubers, and in fact all the floss tubers we had were the same floss tubers we had last year.
Yes.
We didn't have as many as last year, but everyone who came back has been last year.
Yes.
Now on that, guys, we do like to reach out to other floss tubers, and some we've reached out to and they didn't get back to me. Others we don't necessarily even know about. So if you have a favorite Australian floss tuber, and I know there's quite a few out there, we
possibly some more after this, because Deb from Frog Cottage, she did a class on how to start your own floss tube. So there may be you might find that over the next 6-12 months that you get a smattering of more Australian floss tubers to find.
Exactly. But if you have a favourite Australian floss tuber,
yes,
and they're not here, ask them if they'd like to be involved, and tell them to reach out to us, and you know, me at Paddock Lane Designs, or you can reach out through Shady Tree Stitches, because we're happy to be inclusive of everyone who's in the Australian community who wants to be involved. We just have to make sure we don't I can't think of the word. Words are hard at the moment. Anyway, we want to have variety.
Yes, but and also if you are unlike Lisa and I, if you're not a duo or a group, if you do it singly, what Lisa tries to do is have the people who are on their own that they do their meet and greet with another floss tuber. So there's two of them, so that they can sort of have the conversation between the two of them, and then get questions from the people watching. So
and what's in it for the people involved is that they get a chance to have a fun weekend with stitching community that want to be there and want to see what they have to offer. It's minimal effort to participate, and I mean, for floss tubers, we're used to talking to the camera.
Yes,
we're not always extroverted people who like to talk to a whole room of people, but this way it's actually like talking to the camera, because it's just a screen with a whole bunch of turned off cameras.
Yes.
So it's not too overwhelming for those floss tubers who are a bit shy and can't talk to people. So if you are one, or you know one, let us know. And then the other one I was really thrilled is we had a bunch more vendors this year. So this year we had more people. Of course, we had Ro and Kylie from Kylie's Crafty Notions and Ro's Crafty Corner. They came to share with us their wonderful little notions and bags again, which was fantastic. But we also were able to have a visit from Zane at Ginger Stitch AU, and I really loved being able to see his setup in the studio.
Yes, he took us for a walk around the studio to show where he does what he does, which is very cool.
Super cool. So that was fun, and how many different needle minders he wants, and all about he has, and all the different processes and things. So that was cool. And then of course the designers, different ones of them, like Orts and Sorts had her vendor side to talk about as well. but we've also had our first real LNS come to visit. And we'd love to see more of this. Coco Et Stitch from Brisbane is one of the newest LNSs there is. And she came and gave us a tour of her shop and talked about what she's doing in her business. So if you have an LNS, we are very happy to showcase them in the Shindig.
Or ONS.
Or ONS.
Yes.
So, I mean, I was here as Paddock Lane Designs designer and ONS, because for those of you who don't know yet, Paddock Lane Designs has expanded to Paddock Lane Stitchorium, which Jenny introduced us as. This is the Stitchorium. It is a place where you can find all your stitchy goodness that you need. Because as we know, I do designs, I dye fabric, but we also do accessories to help you, particularly with FFOing and finishing your work. So lots of things happening, plus the pony needles and CXC threads.
And your range of ginger stitch.
Yes, my
floss palettes and
magnetic frames, hoop butts, thread winders.
Yes. All the things.
As well as a new range of plastic 3D printed things like like bobbins for holding your silks for you. Now that was the other vendor we had, was Silks for You.
Yes.
Unfortunately, illness there too, but fortunately, I know a fair bit about Silks for You, and I was able to do a proxy class on the wonders of Silks for You, including showing people how to cut their hank and what they should do, and how to choose their colours, etc., etc. I also did a class on colour conversion, try and help people be more comfortable about using their stash and doing colour conversion, or if you don't have the right thread that's called for. And Jenny was a fantastic assistant in that. What's been your favourite part of the retreat?
Well, I think this time, like, even though some of the people, it was the same people as last year, but learning some new things. So with hexagon stitches, the being able to marry cross stitch with the English, like doing the hexies, and it's a good sort of introduction into. Lisa and I talked back when she lived in Tamworth. There was this cute little barn on a hill that they used to do weekend quilt workshops, and we kept saying we're going to go, and my mum's done quilting and I love it, and I've got quilting material that I haven't done anything with because I haven't learned how to do any of it. And so so that was like, I thought that's a good sort of intro into doing a bigger hexagon quilt, is to start doing a little bit of it, mixing it in with my cross stitch. So that and seeing the Ginger Stitch HQ, that was cool.
Well, I just love the fact that people come, and I really appreciate that they come and also buy the second booklet, because that directly supports all our lovely designers. But I also liked that we had to fill in another blank, and so we ran an impromptu retreat discussion, and I was able to get two of my friends who run retreats to talk in Australia. And we talked about what we offer, how our different retreats run. We've talked about what retreats there were. The Australian Cross Stitch Retreat page on Facebook that has got as many retreats that I know about. There's still some people who keep like sort of chipping in about, what about this? It's like, well, if we don't know about it, we can't advertise it.
Tell us, and then we'll add it to the list.
We're all about community. We're all we're all cross stitchers. We want to build the community. We want to make it inclusive, and
and because people do tend to, as Lisa and I've done, travel interstate occasionally for retreats. The more that we know about around Australia, like Lisa's venturing to Adelaide this year for an Adelaide retreat. I'm going to the one in Tasmania, which I haven't been to Tasmania since I was 3. I don't really remember going back then. So we're venturing to some new places. We'd be quite happy to go on road trips further afield, and
definitely
see some more of Australia, and
definitely
show you guys as well.
Exactly, on the Shady Trip road trip videos.
Yes. One other really fun thing was, so last night was supposed to be the final of the men's Big Bash cricket competition. Rain stopped play, so I believe
I think it finished. And
it did finish in the end. Yes, rain kept interfering, but they did actually end up finishing. And so there were a bunch of us sitting in one of the chat rooms, watching the cricket and chatting and stitching, and it was funny because with people watching on different platforms, there was a bit of a delay, so it's like, okay, this person had to.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we just had to,
we had to go back to the live bit. Yes, so just say yes. Because people were watching the cricket on different platforms, like some people on an app, some people on television. We had to make sure that the person who was there were a couple that the footage they were seeing was a few seconds delayed, so the rest of us had to not celebrate when there was a wicket or anything like that, so that the ones who were behind didn't know what was happening before it happened.
It was fun. Really fun, because you'd be going, oh, and you couldn't say what ooh meant, and it might be a good ooh or a bad ooh, or like a seagull flew across the camera. Like it could have been anything.
Yeah. But it was a very fun evening.
And it was. And look, people stayed up until at least midnight on the site. The site is open 24 hours basically from when it starts.
Yes.
We do close down. When the last person went, it would have shut down the actual meeting, but people can join at any time. So the meeting reopens just with the one room.
Yep.
So when I came back at 7 o'clock this morning, there was one person sitting in the main room. I don't know if they were there or not, because some people park their screen there and
they log into Zoom and then go off and do other things and then come back.
But for me, that was good, so because I had to set up things. So the way the Shindig runs is that we run it on the Zoom platform, and we have very few technical issues, unlike some of other online events I've been to.
Oh,
yeah. So because I did a lot of research before deciding on this. So we come through the Zoom platform. The only technical issue there is people don't read the instructions when signing up that says you need to make a Zoom account first.
Yep.
It's a free account. It gives you, it doesn't cost you anything, it gives you access. People go, oh, but I can only be on for, 40 minutes or whatever. No. That's if you're using Zoom normally, but you're going into an event where
you're going into someone else's event.
I pay to have the 500 people in the event, so that access doesn't matter. You sign up and get yourself your own free Zoom account. Then you go onto the website and you buy a ticket, and it sends you a link instantly and tells you how to connect to the actual event in Zoom. If you're trying to connect to an event in Zoom, it needs to know who you are. If you don't exist with Zoom, it doesn't know who you are.
Yep.
So you have to make sure you have an account in Zoom.
Yeah.
That's the only technical issue we've had that's been technical, apart from my computer overheating. You arrive in the foyer, and in the foyer we play an introductory video that tells you how to get to places, what to do, and a little bit about as many of the presenters that got a video to me to include in the introductions.
Yeah.
So it's quite fun, and everyone gets to have a copy of that to enjoy at their leisure later, or you can sit there and watch it. It lasts about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then lovely Jenny, it's been her job to press play every hour, and she's done pretty well.
Well, Lisa's been manning the sort of the chat, and the other computer that's running the video, because I've been sitting facing that way and Lisa's been sitting facing that way, so I can see when that one finishes and then quickly get up and go and start it again. Or
look, the setup out here in Citroen's been really good. This is what we're going to do. We've had the big screen happening. I can show you a bit of our setup. Hold on, let's put it on the gallery. All right, so if I spin us around, you can see the light's all right.
Okay.
So see, we've got the big screen there that we're both watching. We've got the main laptop happening here. Giving you a quick tour of the Citroen around. We've got Jenny. As I spin you around, I can't see when we get there.
Keep going. There's the other.
Yep, somewhere over there is the other computer. So there you are. Trying not to make you dizzy as I spin too far. And you guys, believe it or not, are currently sitting in my Nurge lap screen. It is the perfect filming accessory.
It is. We'll have to remember that for retreats going forward.
I'll have to take
because
it for retreats.
We keep going, like sometimes Lisa's taken her little selfie stand, but we still need to have it sitting on something. But this is perfect.
Yes, it goes higher and lower.
Yeah. We can adjust it depending on what table it's sitting on. This is our new retreat filming. Yes.
It's fantastic. Done. I have to just bring it to retreats now.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, so look, I've loved it, but again, I can't stress enough, guys. It's the most affordable retreat in Australia. $15 plus GST, $16.50.
Yep.
and you got access for 2 days
Yep.
to a whole wealth of information, classes. We don't charge for the classes like some other retreats. It's all included in your entry fee.
And discount codes for most of the vendors have either given a giveaway or a discount, or sometimes both. It's been really fun.
Yep, we've had lucky door prizes and things. It's been great.
Yeah.
So please think about joining us next year if you haven't. If you have been to the Shindig, we would love you to put a comment below about what was your favourite thing. Could you do that for us? We would really appreciate that. And let everyone know to like both the Shady Tree Stitches video channel and put the notification so that you know when Shady Tree Stitches post a video, but also this channel, Paddock Lane Designs. I want to build it so that I can actually do more with the lives and things. So I need to get over 1,000 subscribers. So please, 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 if you know anyone who would like to subscribe to Paddock Lane Designs, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, until we next see you, happy stitching, everyone.
Happy stitching.
Bye.